an event that I have an early departure.
This video you don't really see anything, it's completely dark, but you can hear everything, and it is one of the most...
My stream keeps corrupting.
The guy who took the footage provided an update video where he showed the aftermath of the fast food gas station, and he showed exactly where in the rear cooler everyone took shelter. And incredibly, it was the only part of the gas station that was still standing. It wasn't really standing, but it did provide shelter from the EF5 tornado. If you look at Joplin today, you can clearly tell that there's a lot less trees on this outside of town. There are definitely some empty lots here and there, but much like Moore, it appears like most of the people have moved back into Joplin. We just showed the damage path from the 7th deadliest tornado in U.S. history. What could possibly beat that? Absolutely everyone watching this video is going to disagree
El Reno.
An event that I have to have an early departure.
Gusts of 45 miles per hour. Now is the time to seek shelter immediately.
Fairdale is a very small town in Cobb County, Illinois that had about 150 people in 2012. There's really not a lot to this community. It's like about 8 blocks with a few dozen houses and a few dozen families. And unfortunately, on April 9th, 2015, this town took a direct hit from the EF4 tornado. In my opinion, visually, this tornado is one of the most terrifying I've ever seen. The way that the wall cloud in the mesocyclone kind of spiraled down into the tornado, the way it's sunlit on one side and dark on the other. So this tornado actually dropped down a few miles west of Rochelle, and although it hit a pretty small subdivision over here, it stayed on rural farmland for most of its trek. You can see a lot of ground scouring right here, and you can see just how intense this vortex was. And unfortunately, as it continued on its path to the northeast, the town of Fairdale took a direct hit. So this is a street view image of a house in Fairdale from 2012. There was an 85-year-old man by the name of Clarence Schultz living in this house with his wife the day of the tornado. Clarence decided to film the tornado out his window as he was taking a direct hit, and it's one of the few videos where you can actually see what it's like to be inside the center of a tornado. As you can see, this house here was his, and after the tornado hit, it was no longer standing. Immediately after the tornado struck, Brian Ruck, who lived just south of the EF4 damage, took a video of him walking through town, making sure that everything was okay. Although this tornado only killed 2 people, I think that the visible damage, along with Clarence's backstory video and Brian's supporting video of the aftermath, it's a really terrifying situation. Today, there's definitely a lack of trees in the northern side of town, but a lot of people did decide to rebuild. So now we're down to the #1 spot, and I wanted to pick a town that was completely obliterated by a tornado, just rendered unrecognizable.
From the National Weather Service, a tornado emergency now in effect for Greensburg in Kiowa County.
Greensburg, Kansas is a small town in central Kansas. It had a population of about 1,500 in the 2000 census. Fun fact, Greensburg, Kansas today is known as a model green town. A lot of the public buildings.
I thought it was going to be El Reno, he would say #1.
Leadership and energy and environment. Looking at this, and as at one point, Greensburg was named after the lush amount of trees in Greensburg. Unfortunately, all of that changed on May 4th, 2007. 95% of the city was destroyed by an EF4.
Damn, I was 1 year old.
Few houses on the far eastern side and far west.
To everybody on this live stream,
damage, but everything else
me and Henchman are going to have to postpone for the current time.
Just because of how many people were in that.
Oh, so you are getting off.
I'll be back on, but I gotta wait for this bad part. This is the worst part to come. I'll give you a call though. But to everybody in the live stream, I'm gonna have to postpone this stream. Me and Henchman are still gonna stream tonight as normal. I just gotta pucker down a little bit, and I gotta postpone the stream for at least a little bit for the time being. For everybody's inconvenience, me and Henchman will be back streaming, hopefully by the top of, at least by 1:30, 1:32, hopefully. So, I'm sorry for everybody's unfortunate inconvenience, but me and Henchman will be back as soon as possible. Thank you.